Oh.
You live?
No.
I said going live on there.
Hello? This will hopefully get better as we go on, because who knows what happens. My sister is watching and says that there is nothing playing.
Oh, that's nice.
Maybe that changed. If so, she will let me know. I got a text. Oh, it's working. She said yay. Oh, hi, Sheila. Is it A-Bear or Herbert? We're from the south, so we say A-Bear.
Yeah.
I apologize if that's wrong. If it's right, yay for us. My sister, the Gym Stitchery, says hi.
Hey, Megan.
Is the video sound lagging with the words? Because it is on our end, and that irritates the fire out of me. So, anyways, A-Bear. Okay, A-Bear. Sweet. She said it's A-Bear. That's a good way to phonetically spell it. So yes, my mother is here with me today.
Been how many days already? Almost a week. A week tomorrow.
No, a week. You said you came up Saturday. Oh, today's Friday. That's right. I took off work, so I'm a little bit off.
Yeah, you're supposed to be coming down to New Orleans this weekend for Labor Day.
Yeah, that's not happening. So, but yeah, anyway, so Hurricane Ida, we've grown up, of course, with hurricanes my whole life, and we usually evacuate, but more so, I think, because they had kids, and they didn't want to have kids in a hurricane. Don't blame you. And, like, they've never really hit us too hard where we're at.
No, we've been lucky. Even Katrina.
Yeah.
We were out 2 weeks, maybe that was it.
No, like, shingles, but no flooding or anything where we're from. We live just west of New Orleans in St. Charles Parish. And so this time around, the way a hurricane works, if you're not familiar, is you have, like, of course, the hurricane, and the eye of the hurricane is the worst. And then just the east rim of the hurricane is the worst. And the west gets wind, but not as bad. So when Hurricane Ida hit, we were very close to the east ring or rim of it, which is bad.
I think it went right over us, pretty much. Pretty close.
So our parish got hit worse than New Orleans. New Orleans, of course, is New Orleans, so they get all the press coverage. But I read that, and it started moving really slow when it hit land, and that's never good. But the president of our parish where we grew up said that St. Charles Parish had a Category 3 hurricane over them for 6 hours. So like 125 plus mile-hour wind for 6 hours, which is crazy. Thankfully, I think because it was not, I mean, there was flooding, but not Katrina flooding.
No.
I don't think that a lot of people lost lives because of it, but I think the damage is quite a bit worse because of all the problems with winds.
Yeah.
Ooh, Andre Williams is joining us this morning. Hello.
Oh, I know Andre.
Oh, do you?
I think so. If she goes to Accents and Stitches and works at Auctioner.
Hopefully you are safe from the hurricane as well. And Sheila is from Baton Rouge, which is super fun. I am repping Louisiana today. And I don't know if you can, my shirt is a Christmas shirt, but it's the only Louisiana shirt I have. But it's Dick's Pack of 60. If you get it, if you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. As the classic saying goes. So yeah, we are here. She is
having fun with the baby. Yeah.
I am self-medicating with
beer every night.
Not every night. 2 nights out of the 4 or 5. So Monday they decided to watch James, my 4-month-old, and my mom texted me like 4 times that day. When are you coming home? When are you coming home? She did.
I think it was only once.
It's twice at least. So then he went to daycare for the other days. She watched him yesterday. I think that went fine.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
He's
It's
an
just a
easy
lot
baby.
of work. That's all. You know, I haven't had a baby for 30 years.
Yeah.
So.
I'm old. So he's at daycare today because I need to work on a baby quilt. If you watched my last video, I have not done that yet. So today is baby quilt day. So that's exciting. I think that's all we have.
Yeah. For what, life updates?
Yeah.
Did you call it?
Life updates. That's it. Pray for me. If you are the praying kind. And maybe she will be with me next Friday for our next
Well, I'll
video.
be here for at least a week. They're saying it'll be a month before we get electricity.
Oh.
So hopefully not that long, and we'll see.
Andre says that she likes my shirt,
Ah.
which I do too. It's from a store down there called Flirty Girl, Fleurty Girl. And I think the best part of Louisiana is just overall the people are just amazing and they help each other out and stuff. And so, for example, Flirty Girl has like 4 or 5 stores, I think, in like the South Louisiana area, and they've got one in Mississippi. But obviously, like, all of their stores are not functional right now because of electricity and such. But the one in Mississippi is. So they are paying all of their employees still who are not able to work. And so all the sales that they make now until I forget when, like 100% of the profits are going to paying for employee salaries and their health care and all that.
Yeah, healthcare and everything. I think they made like 3 new shirts about the hurricane that you could buy that would help out with the fund for that. So
I'm
check
gonna
them out. They're pretty neat looking.
I need to buy one.
Yeah.
Or if you don't like any of those, they have so many shirts and they're good quality. I have like 3 or 4, but this is the only one that doesn't have holes in it because the other ones
are old. Are had a while.
But that's just kind of an example of what South Louisiana is like, helping people out. So, previous finish time. She's going to be quiet because all of her...
Actually, that's not the case because I see a previous finish up there.
Oh, okay. Didn't even think about
I've been
that.
eyeing that out.
Well, there you go. Show it off.
So this is a previous finish that I did for Mandy when she started dancing school for her first recital. And so it's just a nice little fuzzy, I don't know, thread or something. But I thought it was cute. Anyway, I've been eyeing that over there, and I thought, previous finish, I do have one.
That's smart. It's hanging up in my sewing room. And it's tiny.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably maybe 16, I guess.
Maybe 18.
Yeah.
But it's precious. It hangs up in my sewing room.
So now I'll be quiet for a little bit.
Sheila, we are currently in Shreveport. So I live and work in Shreveport, so all of my family is up here with me.
Except for your grandmother.
Except for my grandmother, who stayed with a friend who has a full house generator.
Yeah, so she's living in a lap of luxury, except no cable.
Yeah, her only complaint is no cable. But she does like all the hobbies, she has plenty to keep herself entertained. So my previous finish. So this is a finish and a FF. I'm sorry, I said previous finish. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'll show you my previous finish. So 2 videos ago, I talked about how I've done like these felt blocks and how I wanted to do the Prairie Schooler Christmas alphabet finish on these blocks. So this is what I was talking about. And so this is just a wooden block that's painted orange and then some fabric that is backstitched, running stitch?
A running stitch.
And then the felt and blanket stitching the felt. And so what you do... Oops, sorry. Oof. Making y'all motion sick. So this is what it looks like. So you just set it up and it says fall. But the neat thing is, because they're orange, you just flip them around and you've got double decorations, which is awesome. So for the Prairie Schooler, I think I'm going to paint the blocks red. And then maybe do Christmas on one side. I'm going to do Noel and a little something. And then 4th of July on the other.
Oh, good idea.
People do Valentine's Day, but I do not decorate for Valentine's Day. So, yeah, that's my previous finish.
I might have to copy you.
I know. And the blocks are super easy to make and deal with. Super cheap too. So my new FFO, I worked on this last time. It was a new start, I think.
Uh-oh.
Cotton's falling out. So this is the board that a lot of us have seen from Priscilla and Chelsea. And so I had a 4th of July on here. It's upside down, but it's fine.
Oh. There we go.
Yep. And so I finished this. You can take it off. So it says happy fall, y'all. Oh, I'm so sorry for my camera skills. So this pattern is from Little Stitch Girl. It's called Happy Fall, y'all. And for the most part, I use the called for colors. And it's stitched on 36 count. It's the first thing I've done on 36 count. And I loved it. So I think it looks so cute. I have family in town now, so they can watch the baby and I can FFO everything.
Yeah. I didn't even know she was doing that yesterday. She's quick.
We are going to go to Hobby Lobby today, which I desperately need because I need frames and stuff. So next week I'll probably have quite a few FFOs.
Yeah, that'll be good.
So,
yeah.
So now we're going to do featured Flosstube. So Tina, this week, who has been your favorite Flosstube to watch, or what's an episode that you've enjoyed?
That's hard to say. Of course, I love Java Girl Stitches and all her finishes, and she enables, because I did go out to Hobby Lobby and get a couple of things that she had mentioned once that was on 70% off. But there's quite a few that I watch, but
that's
she's
yours
one
for the
of
week.
them. Yeah. How about you?
Mine. So I watched a new Flosstuber this week. She's put out her first Flosstube. She's called the Crafted Zen, Zen. Her name's Abby. She said that she wanted to start a Flosstube to like get to know the community and stuff, and make friends. And I commented that I wanted to be her friend. So I'm super awkward if you can't tell. And making friends on like Flosstube and social media is a different kind of making friends. But anyways, and she has houseplants too, which is exciting. So I don't know if any of you do like the whole Magnolia Network thing, but I do. And I watched, if you have their app, you can watch. Don't look at me, look at the camera.
Well, you're talking. I'm looking at you talking.
They have like these workshops that you can do in Hilton Carter. I don't know if you've heard of him, but he has a houseplant workshop. And I just love him. He's just so cool and calm, and they just had a baby, which is, I think like they just had a baby. So he like rekindled my interest in houseplants because I kill all of my houseplants. My husband will wholeheartely agree with that.
She does have one airplane alive.
I do. 1 out of like 10 that has survived. But he said that there, and I love this, he said there are 2 types of people who keep houseplants: dogs and cats. Cat houseplant people need plants. Look at the camera.
That are fake, right?
Right.
Because that's what my plants are, because my cats eat all my plants.
So cat houseplant people are people who like really don't like things that are high maintenance. Like cats are pretty chill. They don't need a lot. They just do their own thing. Unless you have diabetes like my cat, in which he becomes the most high maintenance person in the house outside of the 4-month-old. So they need houseplants that are just easy to take care of, not easy to kill, don't require a lot. And then there are dog houseplant people, and dogs need a lot of attention and care and love. I'm definitely a cat houseplant person. But apparently air plants are very high maintenance plants, which I never really realized. But he said that they're high maintenance plants. So,
well, the people who sell them to you lie then,
I
because
know.
they say you just spritz some water on them and they'll be fine.
Yep. But I started a new job in December, and I get my own office, and I have big windows in the office. So I have 3 plants there. I have a fiddle leaf fig, obviously, aloe vera, and then another plant that I killed completely, but it's coming back. I just didn't water it. And they're all doing well. I have not seen any new growth on the fiddle leaf, but the aloe vera has new growth on it, which is exciting. So I want to start getting some cat-friendly plants here because my cats will chew on them. But I also have plans to set up a propagation wall in like one of our windows. So
with the little bottles.
Yeah,
that'd be cute. I'm gonna have to copy you.
So check her video out if you are so inclined. And that's our featured Flosstube section. I'm going to call out my sister, who is the Gem Stitchery. She hasn't done a video in ages.
Yeah,
you need to fix that.
Yeah.
You need to fix that.
She's she's crazy. I mean, that baby's sleeping, taking a nap, or goes to bed, and she is just on the move, constantly doing stuff.
We will show a few of the things that she has done.
Yes.
So now it's time for whips. So if you want to go first.
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay. I have a few little whips. The first one I'm going to show.
And remember, you can't show the pattern.
I can. It's a freebie.
No, I meant like the, the stitchy part.
I am doing Little House Needleworks Autumn ABCs. That
Floss
she's
friend?
not a floss friend. Oh yeah, floss friend.
Yeah.
Cindy from Carolina Cajun Creates. She was from the New Orleans area. She lives in Carolina now, but she came down and she got a group of us together at the local cross stitch store Accents in Metairie, and she had shown this on Instagram, and I said how much I loved it, and she sent it to me. So this is what I've done so far. It's been a while since I worked on it, so I started working on it again. And it's so cute. The colors are so cute.
I love it.
It's coming out. I started it actually, I think, in March of this year, hoping it'd be done by fall. Well, it's not done yet, but you never know. Maybe it'll be done before November, and then I can FFO it. So Tuesday when I went to work, she took a picture of it before and how much she had, so we could see her progress during the day because she had nothing to do but stitch. I think she cleaned my house though because I vacuum.
She feels bad that she's staying at my house. In 8 hours, 8 hours, she did the pumpkins. Not this white pumpkin. Where's the white pumpkin? Just the orange pumpkins.
Yeah. Guilty is charged.
These older people, not that she's old, but they spend too much time on their phones.
I'm not fast stitcher either. So.
But how much time did you spend on your phone?
I don't know.
A lot.
Well, I have catastrophe at my house. I was trying to see what people would do.
Oh, okay.
Okay. On to the next. So this is a freebie from the Stitcherhood. So a little 4th of July. And I picked this up and started this when I was visiting my other daughter, Megan, in Michigan. We went, in the car. It was a little bit easier. So, and then on the plane, I stitched it on home, and it goes like this. I think 4th of July has to go on the top, but it's really quick.
Cute.
So, yeah, I'll make a little pillow, put it in my little bowl.
Your little dough bowl?
Yeah.
You
it's like a dough French bread bowl because it's long and skinny. So that's what I call it, my dough French bread bowl.
I need to make a pillow.
And then this I started for Java Girl Stitches. Oh, what is it? Spooky September. Yeah, Spooktacular September.
I joined their Facebook page, so
Me
I
too.
can do it.
So this is from Priscilla and Chelsea, the housewives. It is the little basic witch thing, which is adorable, and I wish I would have gotten the little feet things to do it. And I just started this the other day, so it's very minimal. This is what I have done so far. And this is on... All my stuff is on Ada. This is I coffee tea-dyed myself.
I like it. It's very...
And the stitches are pretty small, so yeah. I don't know how big it's going to be, but probably like maybe 16 count, but yep. So those are my 3 whips.
Not to toot my own horn, but she like messed up down here, and she's like, oh, I'm going to have to rip out 4 rows and blah, blah, blah. And I looked at it, I'm like, no, you just got to rip out 5 stitches.
I know, it was good.
I saved her.
You did.
She needs to live with
Because
me
I was
more
about
often.
to
Throw
put
it
to
away.
the side for quite a while. So that is my whips.
So my whips, I did a little bit on the flea market flower. So I worked more on this big brown flower down there, and then I started filling in the green leaves up top. So if you've watched Danielle from Love and Stitchin', she does a lot of the housewives patterns. Mm-hmm. And she comments about how they're very, for the most part, a very forgiving pattern. Like if you mess up, you don't have to rip it out. You can probably fudge away. And a lot of patterns that I do are like that, which is wonderful because I don't think a lot of us can count in the stitching community. This is not one of those patterns. If you mess up on this one, you are ripping out because you can't mess up. So I had to rip like a whole little section of this one, geez. Which was irritating, but it's so beautiful.
It's pretty.
I think I'm going to maybe get this one professionally framed because I like it that much. But I have to price that out because I don't know how much that usually costs.
And hang it up in here?
Yeah. It'll go in my sewing room so I can have it up all year long. So that is whip number 1. The next 2 are whips and new starts because I'm a glutton for punishment. So this one, I talked about how I wanted to do the Prairie Schooler alphabet, finish. And so anytime I have a finish idea in mind, I really want to get that one done because the FFOing is hard for me. So if I know how I want to FFO it, I want to stitch it so I can actually do it.
Look at that.
So I started, and this is where we're at. These are pretty quick little things. So I'm going to do Noel. So I have the N and the O, and neither of them are done. I have lots of colors to do, but it's coming out pretty quick. And based on the pattern, I think it's going to work out really well because it's going to end up being, without me changing colors, it's going to end up being green for N, blue for O, red for E, and then I think green for L too. So it'll work out nice. I am using the called for colors minus, so like I know with Prairie Schoolers, there's this whole thing about using the called for colors, and I don't know why, but I, what's it called when you just believe other people? I don't know.
Trust in them.
Yeah, I'm just going with the crowd. So I'm just using all called for colors for Prairie Schoolers. But when I stitched it, the called for color is red, and I don't know if it's going to show up well, but this is like a really rusty orangey red, and I did not like it at all. So what I did is I changed it to this red here, which is the same red that's used in the Santas for the Prairie Schooler Santas. So I'm not sure why it's a different red, but I did not like it. So I ripped it out. I'm using the brighter, not orangey red. And this is on 32 count taupe Lugana. And I think this is my favorite fabric that I've stitched on to date. I like it.
It's pretty.
Thanks.
Pretty fabric.
Thanks. So that's whip number 2. And then whip number 3, I showed y'all, it was haul that I showed y'all, and I had kind of forgotten that I bought the pattern. But it's George Decorates for Martha, and I love this pattern so much. So look how beautiful. I've been cranking away at this bad boy. So I did the whole house, and then I started working on George standing on his little pumpkin, and it looks so good. And this fabric is 37 count vintage country mocha Linda. And my birthday was in July, and so they brought up my birthday presents, which of course are all stitching. And so that fabric was one of the birthday presents that I got from them. So those are my 3 whips, I think.
Yeah, you stitch fast. Because last time I saw the Noel, you just had the N.
Yeah.
There was no, what was that, nutcracker on there or
Yeah.
whatever, and the O wasn't
And
even started.
Those are fast though.
Yeah, well.
Which is nice. So now we will get into haul, which I have a lot of. You don't have.
I have none as of yet, but we're going to the cross stitch store, right?
Yes, we're going to the cross stitch store today. So in Shreveport Bossier is essentially the same thing. And so in Bossier City, there is Knots and Needles, a cross stitch store. So we'll be going there today. We probably won't, but might make a 3-hour trek to the Shepherd's Needle in Little Rock, which is phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
Holy moly, it's a good store. They have a ton of fabric, and I'm trying to like branch out on my fabric choices, and so they have a ton of fabric. But I think like fabric for me is I really like looking at it in person versus buying it online. So my sister-in-law, hi if you're watching this, she texted me, I don't know if I told y'all, that she wanted to try cross stitch.
You did.
I told the Flosstube people?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I won't repeat myself. Anyways, where's my phone? So I gave her a pattern that I had done already, just kind of an easy pattern and some Aida, just so she could get her feet wet. And I told her about the Fat Quarter Shop Cross Stitch University.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know if she's done those videos.
Yeah.
But she texted me. I hope that shows up. But she did this, and this was like 2 weeks. She's done this in 2 weeks. I mean, so it looks so good. So she ordered, I think, some more stuff from 123 Stitch. But she said that if we go to the cross stitch store in Little Rock, to pick her on up and take her. So we might do that.
We might. You never know.
It's a
Leave
lot.
the guys behind with the baby, and then
Yeah, or drop the baby off at my in-laws because they would enjoy
they would love that. Sure.
So I have a little bit of birthday haul. So I'm starting to get into needle minders a little bit. I think they're adorable. And I think the thing is that I need to, I want to buy cross-stitch stuff, but I have so many patterns already.
Yeah.
But anyways, so this is one needle minder that I got. It's from, I think it's by the Flamingo something, but they sell them on Fat Quarter Shop, and she's got an Etsy shop. So this is one needle minder. And then my mom found these at, where'd you find them at?
At Hobby Lobby. And Mandy loves beads, so I saw these and I had to get them for her.
So this says Be Creative. This one is just a cute little flower. And then this is a little bee. Sorry. I really actually like these. So the enamel, I love the enamel needle minders, but they are heavy, and I stitch in hand, and so I'm using the first one, the enamel one, on my flea market flowers, but it does weigh it down a little bit. Mm-hmm. But the wooden ones are really light, and that's nice. So I really like the wooden ones. There's one from Needle Case Goodies that I need to buy, but I haven't bought yet. If you're Office fans, it's a cat, and on it, it says, if you pray hard enough, you can turn into a cat person, by Angela, if you know that. It's a famous quote, so I really want that. And then I got some 16 count black Aida. So my plan is to buy the new hands-on design pattern that I think everyone in the world is going to buy and do it on this beautiful piece of fabric. And then I got some pewter 25 count Lugana. And I wanted more kind of stuff to finish, so not patterns, but fabric and things like that. And I wanted to try some different ones. And I don't stitch on a lot of gray, so I wanted to try a few grays. So this is 27 count Linda Whisper. And then this is 28 count Lugana Light Ash. I think so far the 32 count Lugana is my favorite, but I think I'm going to like the 28 count. but these are all of them. They're very similar,
Yeah, they are.
color palette wise. The back one's, I think, a little bit more blue. So I'm excited to find patterns to go with that. And last haul, I don't know if it's haul.
Oh, it's not a haul.
It's Stitchy Kindness.
It's a birthday present.
It's a birthday present. So my sister, I've mentioned her. She is the Gem Stitchery, and her information should be below.
It's Jem, yeah.
Yes, Jem, not Gem. And I think she came up with it because her initials are Mej, and so she just flipped them.
Yeah.
Because Gem sounds better than Mej. So she makes beautiful bags, project bags. She made her daughter a backpack, which looks phenomenal. She's made me a backpack.
Not me. She hasn't finished it yet. No pressure, Megan.
It's been, what, 3 years?
That's okay. I know she's busy. She had a baby and everything. And I don't say anything about it till just now.
Till now. So this is a project bag that she made me. This is vinyl front. So the inside, she put together two types of fabric. She made a project bag with the lemon, and I told her how much I loved it. But then the back is just an absolutely gorgeous quilt block that she made. And it's quilted. It's just beautiful. So I'm keeping my my George Decorates for Martha in that one. Yeah. And then this one, she made me that because she forgot that she made me this for my birthday / Mother's Day. And I meant to show y'all this last week. And I did in the first video that didn't record with sound. But I forgot in the second video, which is fine. But this she made me. This is called a project bag on, we call it a project bag on steroids. And so she gave me this when she came down for staying with me and my newborn. So you can kind of look inside, and then it's got a zipper right there. But then you just unzip it, and it holds four different project bags in one. So they all have a vinyl front. And then this one has my Liberty Jar whip. This has my Floss Friends that I haven't started yet. And then I keep my Lizzie Kate whip in here too. And my Flea Market Flowers. Everything fits in there. So for my Flea Market Flowers, I have a working copy of the pattern because I don't want to bend the cardstock. I have my floss keeper for it, the fabric, everything fits in here. So this is phenomenal. We love it so much. She's going to make me another one for Christmas.
Is she?
Yeah.
I have one too. This is the one she made me for Mother's Day. And it's got all kind of New Orleans. Well, it's New Orleans fabric, which I love. And this is what I brought up with me when I evacuated. I filled it up with, it's got fleur-de-lis on here and stuff like that.
Just don't show
the pattern.
Don't show the pattern. So I did that once. I had to splice it out.
It's empty because all my work's over here, but it's beautiful. I love it.
And she's got, on the inside, she's got, did you say that? The little fleur-de-lis fabric on the inside. And the outside is this New Orleans fabric. So at one point she sold a few in her Etsy shop. I think they're sold out.
Well, she made some more. She made 3 more. No, one's a giveaway.
Okay.
For the
August cross stitch camp.
Yeah, for cross stitch camp.
So they're beautiful. So I get to pick out the fabric for my
that's nice.
My Christmas one. I don't know what to do. And then so my mom, where did I put it? She brought me down this fabric. So this is Halloween Shotgun House fabric, and it's so stinking cute. So it's 1 fat quarter, so I think I'm gonna make a bag out of it, or ship it up to my sister to make a bag for me out of it. But she's much better than me. So that's it for haul. Quilty, like I said, I'm gonna be doing that today. We sent my kiddo to daycare. I'll probably pick him up early, but I'll have a lot of time this morning to work on that. And plans? Do you have any plans?
Just to cross stitch so I don't disappoint my daughter about not being productive.
Yep.
You stay off my phone, right?
Yes. I'm telling you. At Christmas, like my whole family came up at Christmas minus my sister. So it was my aunt, my cousin, me, my husband, my parents, and my grandma. And me and my husband are just sitting in the living room one day and looking across, and literally everyone was on their phone. And me and him were like, these old people on their phones are worse than us young people on our phones. Not that you're old.
Yeah, you kept saying that. You just trying to convince me or yourself that you don't have an old mother anymore?
Both.
I'm not old, so you can't be old,
I know.
Right?
I tell people you're not old until you're in your 90s. Then you can you can adopt that term.
Good to hear.
I need to start something for Spooky September or whatever it's called. So I need to go through my pile and I'm gonna do something easy. Let's not get crazy. I have 2 new starts already. I know what I'll do, but I'll share that next week. So now we have Mandy's Moments, which we started last week maybe, but now it's going to be Mandy and Mom Moments.
Oh, jeez.
So you have to pick a random number between 1 and 200.
That's how many questions you have? Oh, Lord. Okay, don't give me a hard answer question. Number 10.
Number 10. What is the last TV show you binge watched?
Well, I'm doing it right now, actually. What is it? It's Hometown on HGTV. Mandy gets Discovery Plus, and it's on that. So my sister and I have been watching that, and I love it because it's a small town in Mississippi, Laurel, Mississippi, and you can get they're cheap houses, and they need like major remodeling, but they don't spend a whole lot of money to do it. $200,000. Some are even less than that they spend to get it, but that's what I've been watching now.
Y'all, if you don't have Discovery Plus, $6 of pure wonderfulness. The last one, so we started watching The Big Bang again. I guess we're binge watching it, but we're not done with it yet. But the last one that we binged watch, my husband and I, before the McNamara caravan came along, was Alone. So Alone is also on Discovery.
What is that about?
So it's about these people that are given, they can choose 10 items to survive, and they're put in the wilderness alone. And the person who survives the longest wins. So we binge watched the first season, and it was good. And the second season, it's just not a show that, the first season was really good, and the second season I wasn't into as much. Because it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah, it gets old after a while.
It was still good. But yeah, my husband likes it, which is good because for the most part I control the TV remote, which is fine because we have very similar tastes. But that is one. I would have friends or something pulled up, and he's like, "Can we watch Alone?" I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Can we watch Alone?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh, never mind. You have to change it." I'm like, "Literally, it's 2 pushes of the remote.
Yeah.
Calm down."
He is a good guy. Mandy married an angel. He has done so much for us. They bought
don't cry.
A portable air conditioner to put in their garage so we could store my 3 cats in there.
Her 3 crazy cats.
Because, she has got 2 cats roaming the house, and then my sister has a cat stuck in the bedroom. So, and then he bought a cot that I know he can use for hunting, but he bought the cot especially for my husband to sleep on because we ran out of beds. So he's an angel, putting up with us. He cooks all the time, and she married a good one. She's a lucky girl.
He is too, but that's no one talks about that part. Too. Whatever.
Well, we warned him how she was, and that it was a no return policy if they got married. So he still went through it.
Yeah, my grandmother. If you're watching this, shame on you. The morning of the wedding, or the night before. I don't know, she went up to him and she's like, "Are you sure you want to marry her? Are you positive? You can still back out." I'm like, "Maureen, that is not nice." So thanks for tuning in, guys. Hopefully the lives will get better after this. And we will see y'all Friday, probably.
Yeah, bye.